So, my favorite quote with regard to Ukraine is from Justin Trudeau, who says, "We could see an end to this war tomorrow if Russia decided to stop its illegal invasion of Ukraine." Nobody is buying this business that this is somehow Ukraine's fault. And any MAGA repeating that lie knows they're lying. I mean, these people are pretty stupid, but they know this isn't true. That is what separates the idiots from the evil. And what many of us have found in this era of Trump is that a lot of people that we thought were really, really nice tend to be MAGA, the MAGA friends. You find out they're really pieces of crap. These are not nice people. Anybody can smile and pretend to be nice, but they know they're lying and they know that their lies are deadly. They don't care. They don't care. And they also know that they can make you feel guilty and that you'll tolerate them and that you all still do the barbecues or the vacations or whatever and just decide not to talk politics. Even though this is not about politics anymore. Um, so the things to remember about Russia is that they did, of course, invade Ukraine. They've done it more than once. They've broken every peace accord, every ceasefire agreement they broke. They lie. We know this. That we even have to say this is insane. Ronald Reagan is rolling over in his grave. Don't forget that Russia is, of course, our enemy, and that they paid the Taliban bounties to kill American soldiers. Remember that? And that was just a few years ago. So when your MAGA friends, if you still insist on having them in your life or allowing them on your Facebook page, when they start defending Putin or lying about who is responsible for the war, just remind them of that. Just that one fact that Russia, Vladimir Putin, Donald Trump's good buddy, paid the Taliban, to put a bounty. They put a bounty on the heads of American soldiers overseas to kill them. To kill them. So when MAGA starts talking like this, like, oh well, it's Ukraine's fault, or Ukraine is just a grifter. Zelensky is just a grifter. Shamed child predator Matt Gaetz, he should be in prison right now. Put that out there. First of all, the billions and billions and billions of dollars, I don't have the total in front of me, but it's over, I think, $100 billion that Elon Musk has grifted from American taxpayers. We're fine with that. First of all, and Ukraine is not grifting. We are the country that comes to the aid of democracy loving, freedom loving countries around the world when they're threatened by murderous, evil tyrants like Vladimir Putin. And also remember, too, that it is in the interest of the globe, of the world, of the free world, to make sure that Russia does not take Ukraine. So this isn't grifting. This is what America has always done. This is why we are world leaders and respected and loved up until Trump, around the world. Also, all these countries that came to our aid after we were attacked on 9/11, they didn't ask us to pay them back. The isolation that Trump and Musk are building in this country and aligning us with murderous dictators, Hungary, Russia, China, that is going to end up harming us. Oh, it already is. It's hurting us a lot, because while we are the greatest up until now, we've been the greatest country in the history of of of, of the world. We are no longer. And if Europe, they have this, the Europe is uniting. Europe and Canada are uniting against Russia and helping Ukraine. They're trying to step in and fill the void of the United States. I don't know if they're able to do that. On paper, it looks great. I don't know if they really are going to be able to provide the aid that the greatest military in the world could help them with, us. But if they are, and if we are able to survive Trump, with any luck, maybe he'll die in office. Something happens. I don't know. Or we hang on until he can be out of office. We don't allow him to run for office again, although he's going to try. If we are able to survive as a country, this era of Trump, we're going to have a very difficult time regaining the trust of the rest of the world, even with Trump gone. And in part, they may not need us anymore. If they are able to lead the free world and save the planet from Vladimir Putin, and they do it without us, and they needed us, and we weren't there for them, I think it's going to have far ranging negative effects, clearly, for the future of this country long after Trump is gone. Also, rebuilding our government that Elon Musk is dismantling. And he's doing so because he's going after those agencies that are investigating him, that where he's in trouble. He is not a good person. He likes to break the law. Guys like him, uh, you don't get that kind of wealth by being a decent person. Okay. You just don't. He didn't create Tesla. I mean, he doesn't do any of this. He didn't create Twitter. What Elon Musk does is destroys things. He destroys things. And he's building his own wealth. He wants to be a trillionaire. The fact that other countries and other entities are cutting him off and he's losing tens of billions of dollars, Starlink and Tesla's going down, and he's not concerned, has me concerned because he knows he's going to somehow make it up with our treasury. So Trump is making sure that Elon Musk gets all of these contracts to make up for the money he's losing, because the rest of the world hates him. And they know how destructive he is. And they're speaking out and they're acting. They're putting their money where their mouth is, or rather removing their money from Musk, which means he's going to be more determined to take ours. Social Security, for one. He's going to do it. He is going on Joe Rogan's show saying that it's a Ponzi scheme. Well, no, Elon. Maybe because you're not from this country, you don't understand this, but we pay into Social Security. That is our money. It is not a tax. He called it a tax. It's not a tax. It's our money. Our money. And we now know that if the billionaires, these oligarchs, were taxed just 2% more, not only could we end homelessness and feed the hungry, Social Security would be solvent, and we'd end up being able to get more so that seniors that rely just on Social Security wouldn't starve. Okay? We've had wealthy people in this country before that were powerful, the Rockefellers and whatnot. They were mainly concerned with their wealth. They weren't really concerned with world domination. And they also built hospitals and foundations and, invest in things that help everybody. Elon Musk doesn't do that. Elon Musk is evil. He is into the world domination scene. Him, Z, Trump, Putin. That is the plan. But anybody now saying that Russia, it was a hoax, clearly it's not. It wasn't. And we knew this already. But sometimes I think even our media needs to be reminded. But again, to be clear, Russia, Putin are evil, murderous, horrible dictators. Trump likes this. Any of your MAGA friends, and shame on you, by the way, if you still have MAGA friends, but if you do, just remind them, again, that one simple little fact, just one thing, because sometimes you have to keep it simple for these idiots. Russia is the enemy. That we even have to say this is horrendous. Ronald Reagan is rolling over in his grave. But Putin, they put a bounty. Russia put a bounty on the heads of American soldiers so that they get for the Taliban, targeting American soldiers. So for you MAGA asshats out there, if you're in the military or if you have children or grandchildren in the military, you keep that in mind. So I saw that Laura Ingraham mouthing off, talk about an idiot and a traitor, mouthing off about, do you really want to send, these protesters that are pro-Ukraine, would they send their sons and daughters to fight? Well, Laura, would you send your adopted sons and daughters to fight in Greenland for Trump? Because Elon Musk needs Greenland for his businesses and Putin needs Greenland. You do that, Laura. You do that. And then you tell your children why it's okay for them to go do that, but not Ukraine. You tell them why you love Putin, even though he put a bounty on the heads he had for the Taliban to go kill American soldiers. You explain that to them. You explain that to them. You traitor. Call these people out for what they are. The stuff that people used to go, "Oh no, we can't talk like that. We have to be nice. We have to be civil." We are beyond that. This is now life or death. Life or death for this nation, for us as individuals. Many of us are going to die because of these policies. The health policies alone. By the way, RFK Jr.'s top spokesperson resigned abruptly from his job after just 2 weeks. Let's see more of that, shall we?